Now in the second part of exercise 3D, we will use the partial dependence plot to plot the marginal impacts of our features on the target. So I chose the feature study time to examine the marginal effect. So just use the partial plot function, and the input will be the random forest model that we defined before, which I just used in arbitrarily random forest. Then we need to set spread data to our data set, and then set xvar equal to the variable that we want to examine. So in this case, this is study time. So this will return the partial dependence of study time. And we can now see the marginal impact of study time on our feature. So we can see that it's very monotonous, but the biggest increase occurs between 2 and 3. So I guess that it is measured in hours. So maybe what you can learn now as students, there is a big difference between studying 2 hours and 3 hours. And it's much bigger than the difference between studying 1 hour and 2 hours, or the difference between studying 3 hours and 4 hours. So there's the biggest margin that's added by study time on our target variable, which is the performance basically measured in the grade. The next I examined failure, or the marginal effect of failure, and you see that here again at the beginning it's pretty steep, and it's getting less steep over the value. So basically the biggest marginal increase is between 0, or decrease is between 0 and 1. So having failed, I guess, or having failed one time in comparison to having not failed at all is much more impactful regarding the grade than the difference between having failed 1 time and 2 times, or 2 times and 3 times.